Welcome to Bold and the Beautiful 65 Spoilers. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment for more videos like this one.
Okay, this confrontation at the mansion? It's not just another Logan Sisters spat. It feels like one of those defining moments where alliances shift and nothing quite goes back to normal afterward. When the scene begins, the energy is already explosive. Brooke is in full fury mode. She isn't just upset, she is vibrating with anger, grief, fear, and that familiar Logan need to control a situation before it spins away from her. She's pacing across Eric's living room, her voice sharp, cutting through the air as she unloads on Katie. Every sentence feels like an accusation stacked on top of years of buried resentment. Brooke insists Katie pushed Eric too far. She claims the stress of launching a rival fashion house, the pressure to prove himself, the weight of expectations, all of it contributed to Eric collapsing. In Brooke's mind, this never would have happened if Katie hadn't pulled him into the venture. Katie tries to interject, calmly at first, then with growing emotion, reminding Brooke that Eric wanted to design. He didn't want to fade away. He didn't want to be shelved like an artifact of Forrester history. But Brooke steamrolls right over her, barely letting her finish a sentence. And honestly, it feels less like Brooke arguing facts and more like Brooke trying to wrestle control of a narrative that scares her. Because Eric choosing Katie over Forrester, that cuts deep. Katie's voice starts to shake, but she doesn't retreat. She insists Eric is a grown man who made his own decisions. She says giving him purpose, giving him a chance to create again, was an act of respect, not exploitation. That's when the front door opens. Donna enters. And the entire tone of the room shifts. Up to this point, Donna has been walking the emotional tightrope, loving Brooke, loving Katie, loving Eric, trying desperately to keep the peace. She has avoided choosing sides, choosing instead to soothe, deflect, and comfort. So when she walks into the argument, Brooke's expression softens for just a split second. You can almost see the thought cross her face, finally, someone reasonable. Donna listens quietly. She watches Brooke rage. She sees Katie struggling to be heard. She takes in the emotional wreckage filling the room. And then she makes a choice. Slowly, deliberately, she walks across the room. And stands beside Katie. Brooke freezes. I swear you could hear a pin drop. Brooke's mouth opens slightly in disbelief, like the floor just shifted under her feet. This is not what she expected. Not from Donna. Not from the sister who usually tries to glue the family back together. Donna doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't attack. But there is a firmness to her tone we rarely see. She says she supports Eric. She says Eric never wanted retirement forced upon him. That being sidelined stripped him of joy and identity. That designing isn't just a job, it's who he is. She adds that if working with Katie gave him purpose again, then she stands behind that decision. Katie's eyes fill with emotion. You can see the relief wash over her, the exhaustion of fighting alone finally easing. She doesn't gloat. She doesn't smirk. She just looks grateful. Brooke, meanwhile, looks like she's been slapped. Her shock morphs into anger almost instantly. Now this isn't just Katie betraying her, Donna is too. Brooke's voice sharpens, and she accuses both of them of ignoring reality. Eric collapsed. His health failed. The stress was too much. She insists that whatever good intentions existed, the result speaks for itself. Donna doesn't retreat. And this is what makes the moment so powerful. She counters that Eric was hurting long before Katie's fashion house ever existed. She reminds Brooke, gently but firmly, that pushing Eric into retirement against his will may have done more damage than letting him work ever could. You can see Brooke recoil at that. Because that hits somewhere uncomfortable. Katie, now emboldened, speaks with more strength. She says Eric deserved dignity. He deserved the right to decide his own future. He deserved to feel useful, creative, alive. This isn't just about business anymore. It's about autonomy, identity, respect, aging, legacy. Brooke is shaking now, not just from anger, but from fear. Fear of losing Eric. Fear of losing control. Fear that the world is changing and she can't stop it. And maybe, if we're being honest, fear that Eric choosing to work with Katie instead of staying safely within Forrester's orbit means she doesn't have the influence she once believed she did. She looks between her sisters, Donna steady and resolute, Katie emotional but strong, and realizes she is no longer directing the narrative. For the first time in a long time, Brooke is outnumbered emotionally. She lashes out again, blaming them for Eric's condition, insisting their choices pushed him to collapse. Her words are sharp, almost desperate now, like if she stops arguing the truth might settle in. Donna remains calm but unmovable. Katie stands her ground. And the unity of the Logan sisters, something that has survived decades of betrayals, romances, and rivalries, feels fractured in a way we haven't seen before. What makes this moment land is that nobody feels entirely wrong. Brooke is terrified of losing Eric. Katie wanted to give him purpose. Donna wants the man she loves to feel alive and respected. But now the family stands divided, not over love, but over what love looks like. And if this confrontation proved anything, it's that the emotional fallout from Eric's health crisis is only beginning. So I have to ask, are you Team Brooke, believing the stress pushed Eric too far? Or Team Donna and Katie, believing purpose gave him life when he needed it most? Because one thing is clear, the Logan sisters may never see this the same way again.